today, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here with me, my name is Chinyere of Juliet Style Glam. And if you already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for being a part of this amazing family. Right, so I actually did promise in my last video that I was going to be talking or taking a dive into the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, pop battle. Now, I'm sure a lot of us have seen all has been going on online. And so for me, I want to come from a place of someone who's looking at things, in a global perspective. So I'm not going to put in or highlight or put in clips or things like that, except if and only when needed. I just need to adjust seems like I'm a little bit too far away. All right, so where do we begin? So I would like to start from last year when Blake Lively, during the press tour, decided to be stupid. Now, I'm not sure what she was thinking. I'm not sure what she was supposed to be going through her mind, but I'm sure all of us on the internet were not dumb. I'm sure all of us saw exactly what she wanted us to see. A woman who was promoting a movie on DV, but decided that she wanted to do a Barbie marketing floral thing, right? We all saw that. I don't think anybody fed it into our eyes. She made us see it. She showed us what she wanted to see. And coupled with that, she also went on to launch her hair care products and her alcohol drinks. And she used the name that she had from the movie Lily Bloom. Now, when everyone of us realized that the only person who was doing justice to this movie and to the story was Justin Baldoni, and that we were more interested in seeing Justin Baldoni than seeing her, she then decided that, my career cannot end like this. It's not possible. Impossible. My career cannot finish like this. I have to do something. Now, I want to go to the last video. I've done a video of this. If you haven't watched it, I did the video pretty late. I wanted to jump on it, but a lot of things were happening at the same time, so I could not. So I did the video on it. I'm going to put it here. So do click on it so that you will hear the things I said and, call it prophecy of some sort. But there were things that I said in the first video I said that are beginning to happen, right? And I remember in that first video that I said, I asked a very interesting question. I said, Blake Lively, decided that Justin Baldoni was the reason why she, had become a pariah, or she had become a pariah of some sort. Now, in that same voice, I also, looked at Colin Hoover. I looked at again, that guy who came out, arm swinging for her. He is so forgettable. I have tried so many times to keep his name in my head. It's impossible. Shout out to Bohemian Chic. I love her. Shout out to her. So his name is Temu Thor. That's what I'm going to stick to. He's Temu Thor. What's his name? It's impossible. Anyway, and decided to play devil's advocate. Massimo. The guy, I think his name is Massimo. The guy who played 365 Days on Netflix. A movie that I have absolutely no understanding about, also decided to lend his voice. I pointed fingers at Colin Hoover. Now, in the wake of all of this, again, this is someone who saw herself drowning, right? And I think it was a situation where it became a case of, how do I save myself from this drowning ship? Now, I want to emphasize also very strongly, I am a woman, I'm someone who is always at the side of women. And so when this story first came out, I kept my cool. I did not want to come out swinging, in defense of Justin Baldoni. And the reason I did not come out swinging was because I was watching and I was looking at Justin Baldoni's actions leading to leading to this accusation. The guy kept quiet. He did not say a word. And then before he replied. Now, I will say something. There are people here who are cashing out on this story. I'm going to say it. They're all cashing out on this story. But many of them came out and said, I know something happened. I believe her. I don't believe Justin Baldoni. Something happened. Many of them, they are here on these YouTube streets. And why I'm saying this is because I keep saying this thing. I am a woman supporting woman, but I will not support a stupid woman. I will not support a bully. I will not support someone who decides that you want to do what you want to do at will. I won't support that. I won't support a manipulator. I will not listen. If you manipulate your husband, keep it in your husband's house. I will not support wickedness. I will not support witchery and wizardry. I won't support it. This is me categorically speaking. Yes, I am women supporting women, but I will not support nonsense. I will not support rubbish. At the same time, as a woman supporting woman, I also have to be, it is my responsibility to understand and know that I cannot transfer my trauma to another man. If my ex decided to wound me, right? The person, another man, is not another man that wounded me. Is my ex. So, first of all, I want to be very clear on this one, that a lot of those who are saying that he did it, many of you are looking at JB as your ex. He's not your ex, not your ex-husband, not your ex-boyfriend, not your ex anything. Please, let that one sink in first of all. Because it is a sad development where many of us are on these internet streets, and without doing due diligence, you cannot just say always believe women. Listen, let me tell you something, and I'm going to cite Cassie. When Cassie Ventura came out with her story, why have you asked yourselves why it was easy for us to believe Cassie? It was easy to believe Cassie because a lot of us knew and heard and saw the signs that something was up in this relationship. It was not healthy. A lot of us knew. And if not for anything, for the one reason that when that relationship was over, Cassie got married almost immediately and had kids. There are things that happen in somebody's life, you will say, I suspected. And then until the whole story came out to light. So always be very, very eager. Listen, I know we're in the years of the internetization of things, but come on, we all can't be stupid. We all can't be moving mad at the same time. No, we all can't be, and we all have to learn how to be able to use this. We should be able to use our gumptions. All men are not your ex. Neither are all women your ex. It is important that we always look and seek for facts. And that said, when Justin Baldoni came out with his statement, I knew that he was gearing up. I also knew. And let me tell you something. The calmness of his wife in all of this. Chapeau, Madame Emily Baldoni. You're a queen. There are things that a woman, when it's happening, and the way a woman positions herself, you already know what's up. You already know what's going on. You already know what's going down. For me, I waited for JB to be able to come out and say something. And say something he did. Now, we have seen all of this play out. And so eventually, Blake Lively decides, okay, it's not enough. I am going to go and lie. Listen, what you have not understood in all of this, Blake Lively, is that when you do things like this, when you do crap like this, when you carry out false accusations against people, right? What you have to understand is that you create a dangerous environment for real victims. You make real victims impossible to make their voices heard. That is what you do. And because you felt that, for whatever reason, your connection or whatever, the New York Times was the best bet. That was your best ally. That was the best place you could go. And to destroy and tarnish a man's image, a father and 2 kids. You did not think for 1 second that this man is a father, is a father, just as my husband is a father. You did not think for 1 second about your actions, about the fact that this is someone's husband, just the same way you have a husband. You never thought for 1 minute that this is also his children going to be affected. Before you decided you wanted to carry out acts of malicious intent. Why? Because you want to take what does not belong to you. Because you became Potiphar's wife, who wanted to have, who wanted to sleep with Joseph. And because Joseph refused, you decided you were going to ruin him. And I'm looking at the person who is going to ruin. Because, girl, I am gunning for Justin Baldoni with my full chest. I am gunning for him. He is going to win. I am gunning for him, and that whatever happens, I am done with you and your husband. You people are evil. It wasn't bad enough that you guys had your wedding at a plantation. No, you needed to push the envelope just a tad bit more. It wasn't bad enough. And then, the miserable looking man came out online and decided he was going to tell the whole world that he was making a donation of $500,000. Who cares? We don't give a damn. We don't give an F about whatever it is you're doing, because, everyone knows, in this Nollywood streets, we all know the timeline of all these things and how they work. Give charity to this and that and that. And we all know the timeline. But it was so obvious in everything that you were doing, my man, that you lacked even the real empathy. One thing that struck me, and I'm going to say this here, one thing that has struck me where Ryan Reynolds is that everyone was always about the jokes, but there was something that happened. Listen, I'm done with that Deadpool. In fact, because this last one, I became upset because I didn't understand what I was watching, right? But you see that Deadpool franchise, I'm done with it. They had better change. Find someone else, because I am done with it. I am not watching any movies of these 2 people ever again. I am mad. I am angry. I am so angry. How dare you? You don't do things like that. Anyways, during the press tour of Deadpool versus Wolverine, and he was with Hugh Jackman, I actually asked myself, when did this bromance start? But something happened during that promo. Exactly what he did. And Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds was talking about himself being invited somewhere. And Hugh Jackman was like, really? This, that. And he looks at him in that same usual nasty, rude, stupid sarcasm, says, who knows you? Who do you think you are? Meanwhile, Hugh Jackman has been in the industry way longer than this baby loon. He has been in this industry way longer than this thing that has felt that he has done something that other people cannot do. Act. And it's not like he's the best actor out there. He doesn't even act. He's just being himself. This is who he is. Rude, narcissistic, insecure person. That's what he is. And after watching that, I began to, and this was all in the wake of so much information going around. I was like, why would someone talk to me that way? And I wouldn't take it. I'll be upset, quite actually. Shutting me up like that in public and then laughing over it. And the funny thing was that the only person that laughed over it was the interviewer. But I'm not, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds did not. And it was so obvious. So I'm looking at a set of human beings who have decided that they have an MO. And the MO is to be bullies. Bully your way into everything. As long as you're able to bully your way into everything, then you get payday. Bully your way into it. Be rude, be sarcastic, call it a joke, but bully your way into it all. That's what I saw. And like I said in my previous video, Colin Hoover, you have a lot to answer. I do not believe that Colin Hoover is not aware of everything that has been going on. She was quite aware. I think she orchestrated part of it. I do not believe that. And this is just my take in all of this. This is just me giving my own opinion in all of this. I do not believe that Colin Hoover is innocent. I am waiting and looking out for, some evidence that points to that fact. But I do not believe that. As for Temu Thor, I just feel like this was someone who just wanted to feel among. In Nigeria, we say, I won't feel among us. They are just feel among us. They just go with the tide. And I will say this. If you are that kind of person that when people that you think are popular and are more, known or whatever, or cooler, if you're that kind of person, that means even in your old age, even as you're in your age as an adult, nothing. You don't even know. That means you don't even know yourself. That means you don't even have your own space. Because in all of this, the most important thing is having your own space. Who are you? That's it. And this is one of the reasons I always tell people. You see Angelina Jolie, she's amazing. People don't understand that woman. Angelina Jolie, oh my God. Someone that stands alone. It's not because she's lonely. It's a choice because she's in her power. And every human being that did what they did with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively to smear Justin Baldoni are all lily-livered PSs. They're all lily-livered. None of them has a voice on their own. None of them are okay to even be alone. None of them even know who they are. Because if you know who you are, being alone, standing alone, and being the voice of reason, you have, and that's why I'm going to give a shout out to Hassan. Oh, what's his name? I'm going to look for his name and put it here. He is the only one that kept following Justin Baldoni till now. And oh God, his name skips. And Minaj, Hassan Minaj. Hassan Minaj is someone that I love. I've listened to that guy speak. Very intelligent person, very articulate, amazing speaker. And for Hassan Minaj to be there and to stay there, I knew that Justin Baldoni did something right and was doing something right. You see, in the streets of who's the most popular, if you are not willing and able to stand for the truth, even if you're the only one, then you are finished. You are gone. You are done. Because nothing again can work for you. Nothing. If you have to follow the bandwagon. Do you not know that following the bandwagon can put you into trouble? Temuto, I can't watch any of your films because I don't know what I'm going to learn from it. Right? Who is the other one? Colin Hoover. I actually wanted to read the book, but I am not. I'm none of them. I am not reading anything. It's good that you deleted your Instagram account, because at this point and at this time, if not for Justin Baldoni, nobody knew who you are. So in the same way you entered is the same way you will disappear into oblivion. And that is why I support the fact that JB is suing for 400 million. You know why? Many of you may not understand the math. They just went after this man's money and source of livelihood. They went after that Colin Hoover franchise, because this was a movie that was going to be a franchise. So they went after that movie. They went after the value of that movie. And so the value of that movie just sank, because all that is supposed to have come with it, the lessons that we're supposed to learn, the message that we're supposed to get, we are not getting it anymore. So yes, he is right to sue them for 400 million. And like his lawyer said, Brian Friedman, into oblivion, as in, I wish and I pray that oblivion is what both of you are going to get. You deserve it. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, you both deserve that. We do not know about you anymore. We don't even want to see you anymore. You deserve that. Because what you have done is downright evil. It's wicked. It's sorcery. That you decide that. And again, one thing that has still struck me, right, is the fact that till this moment, there is something missing. Because if you read through the complaints, if you read through the amended lawsuits and everything that happened, if you read through the timeline, up until the last part, this Justin Baldoni was still in contact, amicable contact with Blake Lively. And everything seemed to be working in tandem. Though I have where I blame Justin Baldoni, but I'm going to talk about it in another video. I have where I blame Justin Baldoni. But everything still, they were in agreement up until the last moment. And so that is my question. What has driven these two evil people? What drove them to decide and look into stealing a film that did not belong to them? That is the $1 million question. And on this note, guys, stay tuned for the part 2 of Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, how she was able to get away with what she did. Stay tuned for that. And on this note, guys, do not fail to like, do not fail to leave your comments in the comment section below. Do not fail to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.